Hello to my 2 subscribers to this channel. Yes, that's 2 whole subscribers. Anyone else, you're probably here by accident, or you're meant to be here because of message, or you're one of my Facebook friends that I decided to send a link to, but me and them still ignore it, and it's supposed to be my friends, but that's all right. Um, Today, I felt compelled to make this message. And it's about accepting who you are as a person. I think society is at a dangerous point where we're so bent on being anything but, you're bombarded with a bunch of images of what is beauty and things like that. But I wanted to say that accept all of it, all the things in life, from the wrinkles and blemishes and stuff like that, what you believe in, what you think about, if they're good, keep being who you are. You're unique in your own way. Don't force people to change you because society says so. I mean, I don't have enough against it as long as it's not wrong and you're not hurting others. That's basically that. But and even with the channel, I mean, it's all about improvement, but it's not in the sense where it's bad. I'm talking about getting cosmetic surgery and all this other stuff. Just the basics, basic nutrition and health, and things like that I think would be helpful. Just little things, but very important. Whoever you are, I don't, really accept yourself. I think my life would been totally different if I didn't accept who I was as a person. Especially, when you kind of make a false acceptance of your race and things like that, or your gender, that sort of thing, or your sexual preference. I mean, you can really hurt yourself if you look at it in a negative light. Just embrace it in its positive, way. I mean, that's just real strength of life, accepting who you are. Because you can't accept other people, accept you if you don't accept yourself. But with that being said, I wanted to make a suggestion to, even if you don't take in health, is really start incorporating healthy fats in your diet. Whether you diet, even trying to gain weight, it's very important to have good fats in your diet. I think that the first step that people do to change their body is eliminate all fats, and that's a big mistake because back in the early 90s there was a big eliminate all fat diet craze. But what the food manufacturers did was adding more sugar, and it's really the processed sugars that are giving people a lot of problems, from diabetes to weight gain and things like that, to shut down the immune system and all types of mental disorders and stuff like that. It's really processed sugars is what you want to look at. If anything you want to cut from your diet, it's definitely that. And it's very tough because it is addictive. There's a point for the food manufacturers to put so much sugar in it because they know your body's going to develop a tolerance. You're going to need more and more to actually have the same effects of alertness. So it's going to take you, just like my second video where I said gradually cut back on these high sugary foods in order to improve your health. It's going to take a while, and your body's going to rebel because it's very tough. And I mean, sugar is literally like a drug, and that's what's in abundance. But definitely, and I may make a video on that and kind of put more emphasis on what I mean by trying to eliminate the man-made sugars. But what you should incorporate are the good fats. And I have a few supplements here, but I can also mention a few foods. Try to get more almonds in your diet, walnuts, avocados, things like that. And then there's supplements that you can add in. I have here, you can try fish oil, really cheap, say about 15-20 bucks. Get it from Walgreens actually. And coconut oil. I usually mix this with my oatmeal or a smoothie or something like that. It's really good for you. I'll put the link down below. And then there's also flax seeds, which I put in my smoothie as well, or just even with oatmeal. It's really cheap. This one costs like 15 bucks. You can get it off Amazon.com. I mean, they're really great, and it's important to have these good fats in your body because it makes up 7% of your brain, and a lot of the functions of your body depends on fat. So it's the man-made fats is the problem, or the ones that are not central to your body, that doesn't have omega-3s, that can clog up your arteries. But you want the good fats, and trust me, I take about 30 to 40 grams of fat a day. But they're good fats from these 3 different sources, and others too, like walnuts and almonds and things like that. Definitely want to incorporate that in your diet, and not eliminate all fats completely, just like all carbs. I mean, even that crazy whole eliminate all carbs out your diet wreaks havoc on your body too. Again, going back, you always want to kind of look at what your body needs, but the main thing you want to cut out in the beginning is actually the processed sugars. It's always going to be that. When we look back at this point in society, we're going to say it was the processed sugars. I mean, it could be other things, and all these other chemicals is in there, but to start things simple is definitely going to start with the processed sugars. I'm still studying for my test to get my license for Texas Life and Health, and I want to mention, and I'll make this in a later video, life insurance policies are usually set up through most employers, but what people don't realize is that it's the average policy is $45,000, and the cost of medical bills that probably take it up alone. So you may want to look inside your policy for what your employer policy says. You may have a false sense of security when it's actually much less than what your family gonna live on. And I go more in depth with that, and also with other videos. But I want to mention, these are a couple of things I want to mention, and as I continue to develop more material for this channel, I will be exploring more of those areas in more depth. But I want to mention those two things. Always accept yourself, and don't just say compare yourself to others and stuff like that. Just be who you are. Be the best you can be. You know, I know it's so cliche, but there's a lot of people that live unhappy lives because they do not accept themselves and stuff. And you know, I know it's easy said than done, but I know my life meant totally different if I didn't. And you know, that's just the way it is. So, but I want to end it as this and still develop these videos. I think I made a major improvement. I eliminated the music that kind of distorted what I was saying. So it'll grow right along, and I promise it'll be worth your time. You know, if these are things you're interested in. So, and just go through this journey along. All right, take care.